on now, Derek.
Yes.
Forgive me if I do call you Han once or twice. How's my audio, everyone? Am I coming through clearly? Is the connection good?
Sounds good.
Excellent.
It's good.
It does sound good. I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, I might be loud. I've had to juggle
That's better.
Discord servers because of my relocation, obviously. I've actually got the Discord channel in an EU server, so it seems to work good. It seems to be that halfway point between me and the rest of the world. Alright, so I'm not going to call you Han. Cat. I actually made your character's name Catherine on your token, because if I put you as Cat, it might get confused with an actual cat. And it might, yeah. That's why I put it as Catherine. Do you want your character just be referred to as Cat?
To my friends, yes.
Sure. Or when I'm talking about your character, I meant.
Yes,
Cat,
you might as well
yeah.
shorten it. It's not worth.
Sorry, was there background music last session?
In the campaign?
Yeah.
In this game? Yeah. There's always music. You can adjust the volume in the top right-hand corner of the.
Because I think I didn't hear any music when we were playing, but then when I kind of like watched the stream, there was some music, so it's kind of.
Can you hear it now?
Yeah, it's been playing the whole time, surely.
Alright, do me a favor, go into your settings, the cog icon in the top right hand corner of your screen, and scroll, and first of all make sure the master music volume level up.
Yeah, it's like halfway up.
You might need to turn it up more if it's not, that's just the game music, in-game music. If that is not working, I would say there is an audio setting on your PC that may need to be changed if you cannot hear the music. I know that occasionally there is a glitch where the music just cuts out completely, but I think they may have fixed that actually, because it hasn't happened for a while. But yes, I do use music all the time to enhance the experience. And also, forgive me if my voice sounds a little bit muffled. I got a little bit of a cold, but it's nothing too serious, so don't worry. Don't
No worries.
Man,
the music's still not working for me. I might try like.
It might be a setting, a sound setting on your PC, but I'm not going to be able to try and help you fix it at the moment. I can help you out afterwards, possibly. Alright, so, Kat, I've given you a little bit of a, we talked about, like, your character and a plot hook for you, right? How you'd
Yes.
overheard these adventurers in the Yawning Portal Tavern and you've stalked them. I'm gonna say, as you've been following them, you're in the dock ward at the moment, so I know that you've watched the session summary as well, which is excellent. Thank you very much for catching up on what's happened so far. The floor and all of the ground in the dock ward, all of the cobblestones have been ripped up for most of the places. There's potholes everywhere, and I'm just going to say, as you've even as quietly as you may stealth, you've sort of taken a wrong footing and fallen through into a pothole, and it's caused a bit of a sound and it's drawn everyone's attention towards you. That's how you're going to meet. I just want to say a couple of things about this campaign setting and just reiterate it to the rest of the party. So it is an urban style campaign setting. There's not going to be a tremendous amount of combat. It's pretty heavy on the role playing, but there is a decent amount of combat still involved throughout the main story, and you also each have a choice to join a faction, which sort of serve like side quests, but they're also tied into the main story and you can also like develop your own character's personal story through those factions if you wish, and gain some benefits by being allied with those factions. You're not required to join factions, but you'll each have an opportunity to join the factions in the coming sessions. Also, I want to also make it very clear that Waterdeep is a pretty pedestrian city, and this code legal has a list of all the laws that Waterdeep will uphold. You will probably encounter the Watch many times during this campaign, and it is intended that they are going to be an obstacle for you guys. You might be trying to be heroes, but the Watch, they don't always appreciate some outside help. You might be able to join the Watch, however, if you so wish. It depends on which direction you want to go with your characters. But yes, don't feel discouraged by the Watch constantly being this hurdle that you need to jump over. At the end of the day, they are trying to do their job, but as you've seen, there is a bit of tension on the streets, particularly around the dock ward, with the Zhentarim gang and the Xanathar, as you saw the bloodbath in the dock ward just recently. And the Watch are pretty inundated with that. So they're very slow to getting around to things. If you leave everything up to the Watch, let's just say that they may be not doing the best job. So by all means, feel free to try and step in and get things done a bit quicker, or for your own personal justification, take matters into your own hands. As long as you don't murder anyone who didn't deserve it, or even with justification. But the laws do only apply to humanoids. So if you destroy, let's say, a monster, if you kill a monster, that's not a crime. Particularly laws against nobles are the harshest. If you do accidentally, even if you accidentally kill someone, it can hold a very, very hefty penalty. So try and think twice before you deliver that killing blow. You might just want to knock them out instead. Even if you're defending yourself, it can still hold a very harsh punishment. Basically, all you do is when you reduce someone to 0 hit points, I'll also remind you, if you want to just knock them out instead of straight up killing them. It will not apply. It only applies to melee attacks though. You can't firebolt someone and not kill them, unfortunately, if it's going to kill them. With that said, just keep those things in mind. There's a lot of role-playing involved, and after this campaign, we'll go on to Undermountain, and that's a massive dungeon crawl. And you'll be able to go in and out of that massive dungeon and still continue like maybe your factions quests or whatever you're going to do in Waterdeep. So I just wanted to say that little footnote, but without further ado, let's get started. Separate is just going to have to jump in soon when she gets here. So we ended the session with you guys outside of this Zhentarim warehouse. Now, you're looking for Floon Blagmar, who is said to have been captured, and he's supposedly being taken to this warehouse. Multiple witnesses saw him and another nobleman being dragged towards this warehouse. The quest is for Volo, and he's offering a very, very handsome reward of 100 dragons each, 100 gold pieces each. It's a pretty hefty sum of gold, especially for new adventurers. Although it's late in the afternoon, by the time you've got around to getting to this section of the dock wards, it started to get a little bit dark, and this alleyway that you're in is so gloomy. It's as dark as a dungeon. There's just a single couple of flickering lights sparsely illuminating the two-story wooden building in front of you. So the three of you, Zepra, Darcy, and Teller, are down here, And Kat, you're up here, and you've just stood on a stray flagstone, cobblestone bit of road, and you've given away your location. So the rest of the party, you guys hear this shuffling around and look towards the north. You see this vague, shadowy outline of a drow. The front of the building is over here. There is a gate and 3 foreseeable entrances. So, what do you guys want to do?
What was that? I can't see anything.
Yes, it's
I'll
very
keep
dark for you,
walking.
Teller. You gonna keep walking? Alright, so at the moment you're down an alleyway. Basically, to the north of you, the alleyway continues out into another main street, and same with the direction to the south. Do you want to just like walk back out into the main street, Kat? Or are you walking towards them?
Yeah, well, they've obviously noticed me.
Yeah.
Hello, who's that?
And what are you shouting at? I can't see anything.
There's someone
would
coming
you
towards
see?
us.
Does it look like someone dangerous?
Of course I'm dangerous.
Who's that? What was that?
Alright, let's do a quick character description and class and race, just so everyone is on the same page of what the party consists of. Would you like to describe your character, please, Kat?
Okay, you've got a female drow, 4 foot, nothing high, very slim, doesn't appear to be very muscular at all. It's like looking at a young girl, basically. You can see that she's got a cloak on, probably wearing like leather armor underneath, and you can see the hilt of a rapier poking out from under the cloak.
Alright. And Zarsi. Zarsi or Zaki? Zaki, right?
Zarsi.
Zarsi. Okay, I had it right the first time.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Not too bad, you?
Good, good. How's that Christmas time traffic?
That's okay, I live in the country.
Oh, okay.
Literally in the forest.
We're just doing, literally in a forest. We're just doing, we just started and you've just met, well, you've just seen this female drow approach you all from the shadows. We're doing character descriptions.
Oh, okay, I have to remember.
No problem. Alrighty, Zarsi, your character's description.
Oh, am I doing my character description again?
Oh, did you just do it?
No, I mean we did it last time, didn't we? But am I doing it again for Cat?
Yeah, just for Kat, so he knows what you are basically.
Yeah, sure, no problem then.
It's just like a physical description, not like backstory or nothing like that.
Yeah, okay, so fairly tall. I think it was 6 foot something. Where is it? Do you know whereabouts it'll be?
I've shown it to everyone. Your character.
Oh, yeah, you go, 6 foot. With long auburn hair, fairly slim, muscular build, and the distinct is he has 2 different coloured eyes. One sapphire and one emerald.
You're a wood elf, aren't you?
Yes.
How old are you?
134.
Okay, you look at me, and I'm only 20. So effectively, I'm a 3.5-year-old child.
There's a 3.5-year-old child walking towards us. What the hell?
Does it work differently for drows? Do they like mature really, really fast?
Elves, the elven race matures at 100 years.
Yeah, about 100 years.
Oh.
You're gonna be basically like 18 or whatever, or 20ish. But drows are the same as wood elves or any other type of high elves. I think maybe they have a slightly shorter lifespan, but yes, they live for several hundred years old as well, up to 700 or 800 perhaps, if they don't die before then. And many would probably not make it to that age, I would say. And Tella. Oh, I've still got your old token. Let's fix up your guy.
Okay.
I recognise that voice. That's Han, isn't it?
It is.
It's funny
Nice. Good to have you.
because Tella cannot see you as well because of the lighting situation. Alrighty, Tella, physical description.
Can you pull up my sheet?
Yeah, I got it up there. It pops up for
Okay.
everyone.
So basically, Teller is a human male. He's around mid-20s. He got brown hair and like goes down to his shoulders a little bit. He wears this light what's it called, beige shirt. Got this cape on and has a rapier to his side. And he's like grinning all the time. Really punchable face. And that's it. Yeah.
Punchable face. You're our human bard as well. And
Yep.
last but not least, or maybe least, Zepra. The shortest, I mean.
That's true. Sepra is a female halfling. She's quite scraggly. She's got sort of good-natured. She had a rough time recently, so she's a bit twitchy and nervous. Apart from that, she's quite honest, and I'd say I say honest. She quite likes to steal things, but she's honest-hearted.
Alrighty, so you've come down this alleyway. Candle Lane is the name of it, and before you stands a ramshackle two-story warehouse. A lot of the buildings here are very run down. You see bits of wood missing. All of the windows on this premises are actually boarded up, and the entire there is this awful pungent perfume around the entire vicinity. You can smell some of the disgusting seawater mixed with excrement sort of washing over this area, and it's made worse by the fact of it being very, very hot. It is summer, and the temperature has started to rise. So as I'd mentioned, it's very, very dark here, and a lot of these buildings are almost wall to wall. There are narrow gaps in the alleyways. So this the entrance of this warehouse is back behind an outer yard and encapsulated with a very high fence. You can see the gate itself.
Sorry, Seb. It's been 2 weeks. Why are we at the warehouse?
You're here to rescue Floon, but you've also heard that Rainier Neverember, the Open Lord's son, is very highly potentially captured as well and has been taken to this warehouse. If you can rescue Floon, you're going to get 100 gold piece reward from Volo.
I have Floon's ginger. Looks like Prince Harry.
Yes, yeah, and another nobleman, Rainier, was seen with him being dragged off by 5 men, Zhentarim thugs, and you've been directed towards this warehouse. Pretty simple rescue quest.
You mentioned the Black Network last time. Are those the same as the Zhentarims?
Yes, it's a name for the Zhentarim, the Black Network. Their symbol is commonly associated with a black-winged snake.
Which they always have a tattoo on their neck, right?
It may be their neck or their wrist, somewhere. But yes, the initiates do have a tattoo somewhere on them.
So, being a halfling, can I light my hooded lantern?
Of course.
I can actually cast dancing lights, but I don't want to alert anyone in the warehouse of our presence. So
Wait.
just
It's a hooded lantern, so I can dim the light. Just need to see where I'm going.
okay. Just let me know if you want me to light my dancing lights.
I can just use this hooded lantern here, or put it on your character, either way. That should provide some light for you all. And you can
Oh,
see...
me and... Is it just me, or is it along the only one that can't see?
Teller can't see.
Okay, so me and Teller will stick together. You can put it on either one of us.
Alright, so here is the fence. It encapsulates this front courtyard. Here is the gate. It's about 12 foot high. You can see large loading doors beyond the fence and a couple of other entrances and boarded up windows.
Although, who's that? I think they're on to us.
Calm down.
That's what they all say before they stab you.
I'll walk up to Sepra.
Okay, Sepra's going to go behind Zaki.
Zipper, come
What
back,
is your
I can't
name?
see.
And who are you?
I'm Kat, and I overheard that you guys are on a rescue mission.
That is correct. What are you doing here?
I'm willing to offer my services in reward. Is part of the reward.
What, you want to work for us for free? Of course.
No, I get a reward like you do.
Is there any particular award you're after?
Well, it was 100 gold each.
Was it? I thought it was. I thought he said 50-ish, right? Right, guys?
Ha 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 ha.
A drow lounge in the city?
Yes.
Hey guys, can we trust him? I was told not to trust any trials.
I just remembered how much you guys were like stealing last session. Hilarious.
I mean,
Drows are misunderstood.
if you can help us get in this warehouse, then we've just...
What can you offer us anyways? We got all the muscles we need. And then Teller kind of flexes with his 8 strength.
Well, I can certainly match you on muscle.
I
You
don't
are a mere
doubt that.
child. How can you match this muscle?
I do other things besides use strength.
Like what?
I conjure some dancing lights for you because we've now got a lantern floating about.
You're not too keen on my lantern?
I'm just demonstrating that I have other skills than brute strength.
I tell you what, you do the dancing lights, and I'll get into this warehouse and open the door.
Fine.
Alright, I'll give you control of these lights. You'll see these little blue... how much light is it from dancing lights? Is it 20 feet of dim and 20 feet of bright? I'll give you control of them so you can move them around. And I think you can like move them together and create one massive light.
Dim light 10-foot radius.
Alright, let me fix
You can make a humanoid of light, can't you?
Yes.
I'll give you control. There's 4 of these low glowing purplish lights vaguely illuminate the gate and the ominous presence of the warehouse itself. You see 3 major entry points. There's a boarded up door to the north here, a large loading dock door here, and a smaller side entrance next to the loading dock door.
Teller would like to take the purple mask he bought last time and then put on his face. Hey guys, call me Mask Man now.
I'm also gonna hide my face. And I'm gonna have a look at this. Is this the door here?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
gate.
I'm gonna hide my face as well. I pull my cloak up and pull my scarf to cover my mouth.
Alrighty.
If we get caught like this, it will look really bad.
I'll pull my cloak up over my head as well then.
You guys conceal your faces. The gate here doesn't appear locked.
Okay, then I'll open it.
All right.
Do I see anyone in the inside of the warehouse?
No, in fact, apart from the boarded up door and windows, you see a few other like painted windows that have been painted black. There is not a single skerrick of light or anything to indicate what is inside the warehouse. You can't see inside, and you can't imagine anyone can see outside.
Can I check for traps on the door?
Yep, you can make a perception check. It doesn't appear trapped. It looks like it's been used quite a bit. In fact, you can see trail marks on the gate's base. You push it open, it doesn't squeak or anything as well. They open quite easily, and you gain access into the courtyard.
There you go. Open the gate.
Well done, Sepra. Or should we have code names?
Call me Mask.
Call me Teller.
But
Call me Cat.
You can call me. Just call me Mask. I mean, call me Mask.
What happens if we take off the mask?
So we got 3 doors. Which one are you fancying?
Let's flip a coin, which
You got
only
two
has 2
sides.
sides.
If it lands on the sides, then we go to third
Sorry,
one.
where are the 3 doors? One's
I can see 2, yeah.
one's
but I can't see-
here, one's there.
This one? Yeah. So this is like a large loading dock door here, and there's a smaller side entrance right next to it.
Let's not go into the big doors. Let's try and sneak around.
You can see.
So let's flip a coin.
You do see that this one actually has a sliding peephole, so someone could slide it across and see who's at the door.
Okay, can I sneak over there?
Sure. You can make a stealth check to remain quiet. You guys have sort of been crunching around full of loose rocks, but you can't imagine that the sound would travel inside by any means.
Saucy, you look like the type that would peep on people. Can you look through the door?
Yeah, of course.
Can I see through the peephole? Is it too high?
It's closed, and it does not look like it can be opened from the outside. You do
Is there a peephole on this one?
No, this one is actually boarded up completely.
Oh, that one's interesting.
Yeah. Can we try and open this side door here? Just see if it's unlocked at all.
Right, it's got a brass handle knob, and you do notice just before you go to grab it that there is a tiny black winged snake etched underneath the handle. You grab the handle and try to give it a gentle turn to the side. It doesn't budge. It's locked.
Okay. Can I try and pick the lock?
Of course. If you're proficient with thieves' tools, give me a thieves' tools check.
What do I do? It says just click on thieves' tools. It says
Yes.
ability. Tribute.
Yeah, you can change it to dex. Let me fix it for you. You just change it to dexterity. It's always dexterity, plus your proficiency bonus. You mess around with
As
the lock,
always.
and you can't get it.
I'm going to turn to Cat and say, "You said you're strong."
No, I'm not strong, but do you want to give me those thieves' tools a minute and I'll have a go?
Cat, you're new, and I believe you. I believe that you can do this. I'm gonna give her a bardic inspiration.
Oh, come on. Where's my bardic inspiration?
You went in too fast.
Alright, I'm going to throw the thieves' tools at Cat.
Alrighty. And
Oh,
within 2 seconds, you hear a click, and the door's unlocked. But
that was me. That was my bardic inspiration. Just so you guys
Alright,
know.
Sepra, you're out. Cat, you're in. Let's go.
I give the thieves' tools back. I do not wish to be caught with thieves' tools on me.
Well, I'll never get caught, so I'll take him back.
Alright, the door is not open though. It's just been unlocked so far.
Can I try to like look through the keyhole or something?
It's through the keyhole. You can just see a sparse amount of light, but it's so small that everything beyond seems kind of blurry. You can just make out some trashed furniture inside.
But there's a light source from the inside.
Yes.
Guys,
Make me a
someone's
perception check,
inside.
Teller.
Yup.
So you get it's pretty blurry to look through that tiny hole.
But there's definitely light source inside. Do anyone want to look through?
I'll have a look.
Right, you can make a perception check as well. And you don't see anything more than just what looks like some toppled over furniture.
Looks pretty empty. Can't really see much apart from toppled furniture.
Alright, can I sneak in? Is there like a banister or something in here? I can't get in.
All I could see was some like furniture that was toppled over. You probably could sneak in and find something to hide behind.
I'll sneak in slowly, and I'll also crouch down. It makes me about 1'5".
Alright. So Sepra is going to lay low and crawl in slowly. You don't need to re-stealth. Right, you very, very carefully and slowly edge the door open. And you see exactly what is inside. All of the tables and chairs have been tossed across the floor. You see toppled bookshelves, sacks that have been ripped open, broken chairs, and about a dozen corpses of all of these men lying along the eastern wall. Their rapiers and daggers are lying close by. They all have multiple punctured wounds and lie in pools of blood. They seem to be a mixture of Zhentarim and some other sort of gang members. They all look like unsavory characters, and not only that, you see it is obviously a two-story complex. There is a set of stairs on the north side of the area, rising up to an open level above. You can see a winch where you could imagine crates are loaded up or down onto different floors. And there are 4 short avian creatures with long beaks and black feathers. They are sort of just prowling around the area with short swords drawn, pulling up crates and ripping furniture out of its position and throwing it to the ground as if they're raiding the place. They have not noticed you. There's 4 of them. There's still dried blood. There's dried blood all over the floor and on their swords and their.
It's only separate that can see this, right?
I'm the only one that can see it, or?
Well, Teller, you're going to need to make a stealth check now too. That you've and so have you, Zaki. Things you've come into the doorway.
That's a sleight of hand. Let me do it again.
Oh, look at that.
Oh!
You've been very quiet, and at the moment they haven't noticed you guys have opened the door. There is a couple of lanterns hanging on the walls illuminating the dank warehouse, but you can't imagine you can keep the door open for very long before they're going to notice.
Yeah, I don't really want to. I can't see the stairs from here.
They're all the way up in this direction. If you get the jump on them now, you could surprise them.
Should we just bar the door and then go get the city guards?
I don't really going to be stabbing anybody if I don't for no reason.
They seem to be
Feel like
looking
this
for
is-
something. definitely looking for someone, and by the looks of them, they mean serious harm to whoever they're going to find. They're very aggressively trashing the place. They don't look like Zhentarim either.
Are Kenku considered monsters, or would the laws of the realm protect them?
They're sort of looked at as like pests in a way, but they are still considered humanoids and would still they'd still be considered as under protection of the laws. Now, you don't have to kill anyone, of course, but they
Okay, so
you don't see any sign of Floon, and they seem to be looking for someone.
I mean, should I close this door? We can try another door.
Well, surely we haven't got another door because it's barred anyway.
Doesn't mean you can't get in it. I got 2 crowbars.
Yeah, but they're going to notice you doing that, aren't they?
I think we just got to go with it, haven't we? Just got to go with it.
Well,
I guess we could do no
Got some
harmful.
birdies.
This is definitely above my pay grade, man.
This is real influence.
Let's go. Let's just do it. Let's go.
Okay, I think we agreed.
Alright, I'm going to roll initiative. And let me just get everyone else in. Alright, they are surprised. And Sepra, you're up first.
So do I get sneak attack
I'm going to say
on a surprise round?
you can, well, you get sneak attack for having advantage. I'm going to say if you don't move like any more out into the open here, then you're going to remain hidden. And then you'll have advantage.
Here, you mean?
Yeah.
What, here? Okay,
Yeah,
so I have to
yeah.
throw a dagger then.
Alright, I'm gonna just turn on the grid for you guys as well, just to count squares a bit easier. And yes, as long as you don't expose yourself further, then you've got advantage.
Okay, then I'll throw a dagger at this one.
Oh, the music is on.
Oh, it just came on for you now?
Yep.
That's good. Maybe it's not loud enough. Alright, that hits. Which one are you throwing it at? You're throwing it at this one, right?
This one.
That you'll have disadvantage on that one. 20 feet range.
Oh, or this one then.
Okay.
This one?
You throw the dagger over, sticks into the Kenku. 8 points of damage. And the Kenku just grabs onto his side in agony. They all immediately look over towards you. With shocked looks on their faces.
Okay, I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm going to run up and try and stab with my offhand.
You need to do melee attacks for 2-weapon fighting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do then. I'm going to go behind here, and because I'm a halfling, I can hide behind a taller creature,
Yeah.
so I'll hide.
Sure. Wait, are you... Oh, wait, you don't have cunning action yet, right? So you can get cover, but you can't actually hide until you can do the bonus action.
You're right.
Next
Of course. Okay, I'll go here.
Sure. Alright, the Kenku are surprised, so they can't do anything. Cap.
I'll move down so that I can see in. Then I'll pop off. Centered
Alright.
on the one that was injured.
Yep, that should definitely get all of them. Alright. Let's have a look here. Alright, 2 of them fall asleep. The injured one and the one to the left. They immediately drop unconscious, drop their weapons, and collapse on the ground. You hear this strange cawing sound.
So I'd say take 2 out that are still up.
Darcy.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to where I can see them. And did you say this one was disadvantaged?
No. I was just saying because with a dagger, the throwing range is 20 feet, so Zephyr would have been at disadvantage.
Right. Okay. Cool. Then I'm gonna fire this one as it's not asleep.
Okay. You can still remain hidden as well, so you have advantage.
Oh, wicked.
As long as you
It's
don't.
the longbow I click on, isn't it?
Yeah, with ranged attacks, it's really easy to stay hidden. It's just with as long as you don't run out into the open. If you're sort of just running around the corner and shooting, then you can stay hidden pretty easy. And that longbow attack.
Okay, so let me just.
And that's a hit.
And then I just click on the damage bit, don't I?
Yeah. In the chat box there, click on longbow. In the actual chat box.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. 8 points of damage. Alright, that Kenku also is shocked, and the arrow's sticking straight out of him. He looks down, and blood starts to just fall down.
And then I'm going to move back a bit.
There's a page of a player's handbook flicking.
Why are you hiding behind the bard, man?
Because you inspire me.
And if that's the end of your turn, hit the EOT button. Okay, the Kenku are surprised at the moment. They've only just realized that they're under attack. Tell
her. Can I see him from here?
Whatever you can see on your vision is what you can see. You just see one injured Kenku here, and these are all the dead bodies lined up against the wall.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at him and say, I'll stab you, that would be animal abuse, and then cast Vicious Mockery.
Alrighty. Alright, the Kenku just looks over at you and gives you this glare, making his wisdom save.
And then I'm gonna move behind Sarcy.
I like that gif.
Thank you. And
why are you standing behind the ranger?
Alright.
You're probably the meatiest of all of us.
At the start of this round, one of them calls out in this scratchy voice, "No time to loot the place! Just get him to the boss!" In this very sort of almost rehearsed sounding tone. Separate. You're up.
Okay, I think I made a mess of this. I want to somehow grab my crossbow, or his short bow it is.
Yeah, sure.
And then, okay.
You're looking in.
Can I
you
shoot
see
the furthest away one?
Yeah, these two are unconscious. Actually, I should probably make them prone as well. Yeah, you can shoot whatever you wish.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna run up to here. Now he's prone and asleep. Grab my dagger. I can't do that. I'm gonna shoot this one over here.
You've got 25 feet, right? Yeah, that's fine where you were. I was just, yeah. Alright. Make your attack roll.
Yeah, short.
Short bow, that hits. Alright, you run in there and just do a mini jump, fire the arrow, 6 points of piercing damage. He looks injured.
Can I at least kick my dagger away so it's not nowhere near him? Kick it out of him?
Sure. Keep in mind there are about a dozen daggers and rapiers lying on the ground all around the eastern wall. But yeah. You can kick his weapon away from him.
I'll do that. And then I'll move one. I got 5 foot left, so I'll do that.
Okay. Alright, this Kenku is just asleep. With snoring in this discordant tone. cat.
I'm gonna try and attack that one. And I'm going to use my Eldritch Blast.
And that hits. You fire the beam. It catches the Kenku on the side of the head, and you just hear this snap as it breaks his neck. He drops to the ground dead. Looking around the room, you see smears of blood, patters of blood, and bloody handprints grasping at the floor. You can tell there was a massive struggle in this room. The whole place is trashed. Overhead there is a small balcony that just sort of surrounds the perimeter from the south wall up to the east wall to a series of offices far to the north on the second floor. Darcy.
Are we getting any movement from anywhere else?
From your passive perception, you don't hear anything.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot at this one.
And a 10 misses. The Kenku just managed to jump to the side. The arrow just sticks into this corpse over here.
Cool, blimey, it's such bad rolling, isn't it?
It happens. It could be worse.
True. And then I'm gonna sit here and go in my turn.
Alright, this Kenku, he looks worried, and he actually looks like he's darting for the exit. As he runs past, he just sort of snarls at you in this orcish voice, Zebra. Xanathar sends its regards! And he tries to take you out with a sword slash. And he just swings over your head, and he continues running, and he provokes from you. An attack.
I've got a short bow.
Oh, then yes, he's going to just run there, and he gets to the doorway, just willingly fleeing and leaving his allies to die. This Kenku is there, just snoring as well. You hear him sort of whisper, as if he's talking in his sleep, in this nasally voice. Tie up the pretty boy in the back room! Tie up the pretty boy in the back room! Tell her.
Oh, I wonder who's just talking about.
Block the doorway.
So Teller's gonna take out his rapier and then run to it, seeing it's pretty injured, and then he's gonna try to stab him with it.
Alrighty. And the Kenku tries to get his short sword up to block you, and you just pierce straight into his torso. That is a hit.
And... Whoa. 10 damage.
Alright, almost max damage. You just stab the rapier straight into the Kenku's torso. He looks down, he looks up at you with this look of shock in his eyes, and he falls to the ground. Combat is over.
That was all me, guys. That was all me. And then he flexed.
Okay. Can I use my manacles on this one?
Sure. You guys
And
can
can I
just...
use my rope on the other one?
Sure. They, I think they'll only stay asleep for, is it a minute for sleep spell? But,
I'll just check.
you can easily just knock them out with a heavy blow or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock mine out with the pommel of my short sword.
Alright, you just
Yes, it's 1 minute.
smack him over the head. So
Yeah, I
he's
just kick mine in the
unconscious.
face.
Alrighty. And they're not dead, but unconscious.
Can you reach it?
Can you reach his face on the ground, Sepra? You need a boost.
Right. Yeah, then I can get from the side.
Hit his ribs there.
So you guys can, you manacle that one. He's,
Holy shit, there's a lot dead.
So I'm gonna be grabbing all the daggers and rapiers.
alright.
Well, at least a few daggers and one more rapier.
There's all up, there's a dozen rapiers, a dozen daggers, and then the 4 short swords from the Kenku. I'll leave it up to you guys how many you want to take.
I'll take
you
2 short
you
swords,
want to take them
1
all.
rapier. 2 short swords, 1 rapier, and as many daggers as I can take.
So you can take as many as plausible, or however much your carrying capacity is.
I don't think I'm gonna need more than 6 in total.
I don't think it's
4.
gonna look good if we were found with weapons from dead people, though. So
We just killed some people.
They're worth money. Take everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 6 daggers.
Okay.
No, sell them.
You guys search around in their pockets. None of them have any coin on them. However, the Kenku, it appears that the Kenku had looted all of the bodies, and all up, they seem to be fairly handsomely paid. Let me just see how much they're going to have. You guys find a total of 27 dragons, 27 gold pieces. Now, we're going to. I'm going to let you guys just sort out the gold however you want. You can split it up evenly. Usually, I do incorporate some sort of party loot system. However, that may come into play a little bit later, and there's a reason why. But for now, I'll leave it up to you guys to split the coins how you see fit.
So who knows 27 divided by 4?
6.75.
Oh, I'll take 6 then.
Okay.
I'll take 6 as well because I won some money earlier.
I'll take 6.
There you go, Cat. Lucky your lucky day.
Do I get 8 then or something?
7.
Okay.
Possibly 8, but it's 7.5,
That'll
isn't it?
actually be 9. 9 for you.
Well, there you go. That's your.
Even more lucky. You're welcome.
All right.
Thank
So
you.
there are a dozen corpses here as well, in addition to the Kenku. They look like Zhentarim and Xanathar Guild members. Some of them have black tattoos on the palms of their right hands that look like a circle with 10 spokes radiating out from its circumference.
It's like a sun.
Yes, sort of like a sun. Now, I'm going to have everyone make history checks. And the Zhentarim, I'm going to say that you guys can identify them easily by their black snake tattoos. Alright, Sepra, you know that the Xanathar Guild have an unsavory reputation in Waterdeep. Their leader is a beholder named Xanathar, and they're a thieves guild. It looks like, from what you can tell, obviously this is a Zhentarim warehouse. It looks like the Kenku are members of the Xanathar Guild. They've come in, and a massive brawl has erupted between the Zents and the Xanathar, and all of the Zents were killed. Some remaining Xanathar Guild members were obviously after something, and they were still searching for whatever that may have been. But it didn't end well for either faction members.
Okay, so I'm going to spend some time here and make the Zemp ones that are dead, like stab the Kenku, and like make it look like there's a big fight going on here.
Alright, you take some of their weapons and stab the Kenku with their other weapons.
Are we the bad guys?
No, we just walked in here. They're all dead.
Oh.
Are you killing the ones that are asleep?
Oh yeah. Well, no, they can stay asleep.
Alright,
What is our position on? What is the position on torture, guys?
How do you
That's
feel
not
about
torture.
casual torture?
Yeah, exactly what I was trying to say. No torturing, right?
There might be some more in here. Do you want to have a scout around?
So, Kat,
Yeah,
as
let's
you
have a look
move
around.
forward, you see they've grabbed a heap of crates and crap and just thrown it against the northern wall here. And there are more barrels and provisions against the eastern wall. There is a staircase here that
Is
leads up to the
there-
second floor. Yeah.
Was there a porch?
Yep, there is
Is there a
one.
porch?
It's up the stairs. It travels like along this wall here to the north, and then down to the eastern wall.
Okay,
I've gagged the one I tied up, by the way.
Okay, you just tie a rope around his beak to keep it shut. There is a Harry Potter gag ball. Right, you shove that down his beak too. There's a Harry Potter room underneath the stairs here that Cat has noticed.
I will remind everybody that they can only mimic speech, they can't talk themselves.
Yes, they can't actually communicate. As
I thought they could talk for words that they'd already heard.
But they
can
can't
only mimic.
They can't dob us in.
Yeah.
Well, you never know if they've heard the word help.
They could sort of Bumblebee style, like mimic a series of words, though in strange, different tones. Now, this door is broken. It's actually ajar, and it lies loosely on its hinges.
Can I stealth again then?
Sure. There's a very pungent odor coming from in this room. Alright, you're at the top of the stairs, Sepra. Did you want to go up to the next floor?
Yes.
Alright,
I'll go up with Sepra.
Okay. I'm gonna move you guys up to... I'll keep your tokens on both layers, but I'll move you up to the second floor.
Is Cat looking inside the room?
I think so.
The door under the stairs.
Alright, so we'll do this room first that Cat's at. So you push the door open, and it's a very cramped chamber underneath the stairs here, as you would expect. It smells strongly of vinegar and sour fish. You see the room filled with discarded ropes, tarpaulins, and smashed bits of wood from barrels. And you can hear this ragged breathing and visible movement of something hidden underneath the tarpaulin.
Can you hear that, Cat? Can you see it? What is it?
Draw my dagger.
Is there room for two, or is it just room for one?
There's only 5 foot.
Yeah, it's.
Okay.
I mean, you could squeeze in there. You also have to duck down a little bit. The breathing sort of stops and the movement ceases as you go into the room, like someone's trying to stay very quiet.
I'm going to do like a sort of readied action where you pull the tarpaulin off, and if something nasty jumps out at me, I'll stab it.
Alright, you pull it off, and what you see, covered in disgusting slime, dressed in noble garb, a red-headed male human. Please, do not attack! And he holds up his hands in defense. He speaks with a sense of grace and articulation. I am not your enemy, friend. You are
No, who is it? What is it?
Do I recognise him? Has he been into the yawning portal before?
No. You do not recognize him. He does look like, the way he's dressed, he does look like a nobleman. He's got red hair, and he looks to be in his late 20s.
I'll tell him to get on his feet and get out of the room.
He holds his hands
Move
up.
back.
Now, careful. I am not your enemy. You need not hold your weapons up to me. And he looks impoverished, and he's sort of trembling a little bit. He comes out with his hands up. Oh, he turns his head at the sight of all the
Do I
boys.
recognise him?
You guys need to make history checks to see if you recognize him.
Okay, so he's not the description of the nobleman's son.
He does match the description of either Floon or Rainier.
Okay.
I think we should tie him up.
Darcy, you have a feeling that it's Rainier Neverember.
Okay. What's your name?
Friends, my name is Rainier Neverember.
Right.
Please. Oh, you have disposed of those awful thugs. Thank you. I feared
Are
that
you hurt at all?
I am uninjured. Thank you for your concern. I feared that those thugs were going to find me. There was an attack from a rival gang, as though it would seem, and amid the confusion, I ran into this small storage warehouse. I'm not sure what they were after. I presume it was me, though. Thank God I am safe. Please,
Zarsi.
who has sent you? Was it my father?
No, we're here looking for Floki. Flory.
Floon.
Flume. Yeah,
Oh,
it's Flume. I
Flume.
even wrote it down.
Oh, he sort of puts his head down to the floor, like looking down at the floor when you mention Floon's name. And he absolutely reeks as well. You can see him covered in like pickled fish brine.
What happened to Flume?
I fear that it is my fault that Floon was taken. Floon is not here, I am afraid. But I may know where he was taken. So, you did not
Where
tell
was
me.
it taken?
May I ask, however, who has sent you here? I need to know that I can trust you all before revealing any further information to you.
We were sent by Volo
Oh,
to look for Flume.
Volo. Ah, yes. Floon's friend. Why,
Yes, that's the one.
I'm glad somebody would come looking for Floon. His parents care not for him. Furthermore, you see,
Is he safe at all? Do you know? Was he hurt?
I fear that Floon's life may be in terrible danger. I can explain everything to you all. I guess I owe it to you, in the very least, for rescuing me. That is what you plan on doing, correct?
Yes. We heard that 2 people were taken when we visited the
Skewered
Dragon Tavern.
Ah, yes.
So we set after both of you.
Floon and I were drinking after the tavern 2 nights ago, and we were jumped by 5 thugs. They got the better of us. We were quite intoxicated, and we were captured. Floon, he was not the primary target. It was just happenstance that he was taken. These thugs, they were after myself. They must have mistaken him, or been confused as to who Floon really was. I can explain. You see, the Zhentarim, they think that my father, Dagult Neverember, embezzled a very large amount of gold while he was open lord. We are talking a substantial amount, within the range of 500,000. And that my father has hidden the dragon somewhere within our fair city. They think that they can find it by using an artifact called the Stone of Galore. I believe it was in the hands of the Xanathar Guild until times recent. Apparently someone has stolen it. The Zents thought that me being the father of my son, the son of my father, I mean, that I may have known something about the stone, but I can assure you I know nothing. My father and I, we have not spoken in many, many years. The Xanathar, they broke into the warehouse and they started fighting with the Zhentarim. Amid the confusion, Floon was taken and many of the Zhentarim were laid to waste. I managed to hide in this disgusting little room, and why, I am lucky you came when you did. I'm not sure how much longer I could have stood being hidden in there.
Well, you're welcome. But what's this Stone of Galore? What does it do?
Why, I am not 100% certain, but I believe the artifact would lead the wielder to the location of the gold. But I have no idea where it may be. But
Well, that's interesting.
it would be imperative that the stone does not fall into the wrong hands.
Of course. But our first point of action is to find Floon.
Oh yes, I fear for his life. When they find out that he's not me, why, they will most likely kill him. I heard them saying something about some yellow signs in the sewers. Kenku, that is. I overheard them talking.
Right. Okay.
Horrible creatures they are.
I know Tella or Stepbrother say ask you this. What rewards do you have for us finding you?
I must say I have no coin on me, given the circumstance. And
But your father is rich, right? Because you said he embezzled $500,000 in funds. So, I mean,
my father, he wouldn't even care that I'm missing. You see, I am a bastard. He cares not for me. My mother, I don't even know her. He treats me as if I'm not even his true son. We don't get along. But, I do hold some influence within the city.
Where do you live?
I live in the Sea Ward. I have a house there, but it did belong to my father. At least he gifted me that, but it would not be safe for me to return there. The Xanthar, the Zhentarim, they will stop at nothing to find the Stone of Galore. I'm not sure who I can trust anymore, but you all seem trustworthy. I would ask that you shelter me.
What are your thoughts on sleeping on a hot wooden floor without any furniture?
My, that sounds god-awful, but it's better than a slimy barrel of fish heads.
Guys, is our house still slimy with the blood of the monster?
But it shouldn't be. They said they were going to clean it. But I mean, we haven't been to our house since.
Rainier, do you mind? Yeah, go ahead.
I just going to go up to him. I was going to take some of the fish heads off him, and while I'm doing that, I was going to go through his pocket.
As you go near him, he sort of looks down at you. Excuse me, you shall not touch me. You should know better than to place your hands on a nobleman.
How do I know you're not dangerous?
Why? I'm sure you know of my reputation. I am esteemed throughout Waterdeep, even though I am a bastard son. I still hold the Neverember name.
Well, I just come here. You have insignia or anything?
Make a persuasion check.
And can I also inside check on everything he's been saying?
Sure.
You say persuasion?
Yeah, persuasion. To try and make him a bit friendlier towards you or trusting. He sort of shakes his head. Now listen. I need not prove myself to rabble like you all. We should fetch the city watch. I'm surprised they have not arrived here already.
We just saved you. We're not rabble.
I need not explain myself to you. Now, I am a noble of Waterdeep.
If you do not need to explain yourself to us, then why don't we just put you back in the cupboard?
Oh.
How dare you?
No,
I will
how
not
dare
have
you?
this.
We just saved your life.
We're just trying to be nice here. We got trust is a mutual thing. We save your life. You give us your money. You show us what you have.
I am free now, and may I remind you that holding me here would hold serious penalties for you all if the watch were to find out.
We just said that we're gonna hide you in our house. So you said you can't go back home. It's not safe for you. Blah blah blah. And we're like, yeah, we saved your life, and then we're gonna bring you to our home and keep you safe. And now you're being kind of a dick.
But I have asked you. It is a request as a nobleman. Do you not understand?
You said about Floon's whereabouts. Can you point us in the right direction?
I know nothing more than the fact that he was taken to a sewers. Perhaps someone may have seen him.
Do you know what sort of saw or where?
Oh, I am positive that it is probably somewhere close by in the dock wards.
I think that we leave Mr. Rainier to his own devices,
As
and we
you
go to the
step
docks to
out,
find Floon.
Kat, before you get out, there's a dozen members of the city watch out the front.
Okay, I'm now going to hide.
Yeah, me too.
Alright, there's plenty of stuff to hide behind. You can make stealth checks. There's crates. And
I'm gonna stand next to Rainier and I'm gonna whisper to him. So, just so we get this straight, we saved you, right?
Can I get up the stairs?
Sure. Rainier sort of looks. That is correct.
Okay, just make sure we're getting a story straight. I'm just gonna stand right behind him.
Alright, the watch pile in, and one of them just yells to you, "Hold!" when he sees you, Kat. Down! Weapons down! Arms down!
I haven't got a weapon in my hand. I put my hands on my head and step back. against the
Inside! No one leaves here. And in walks Sergeant Staggett. What the bloody nine hells is going on here? He looks around. So, who hid? Sepra?
Me.
Yeah, I'll head upstairs.
Okay.
I hid.
Give me stealth checks. Alright, Heist just walks in and he points upstairs! Apprehend them! And some guards start running upstairs. What do you do, Sepra?
So am I upstairs now?
Yeah, I've got your token on both layers, so there was like some
Okay.
crates, but he
Gotcha.
heard you. And Darcy, you're still
okay.
hidden behind these barrels here.
Do I get Mask of the Wild, or does it not count?
I think that's like if you're lightly obscured with like rain or something.
Hey, you bastard! Okay.
But that's a pretty awesome ability because basically like if it's raining, you can hide in plain sight even if someone's like looking directly at you. That's a pretty cool ability indeed. Alright, so you're on notice, Darcy, but everyone else
I'm gonna hide under these pillows. What the hell this is here?
they
You little tootsies just hanging out.
they just like grab you. Hey you! Downstairs! Arms away!
Before they came in, could I have secretly taken my mask off?
Sure, you could have done that. And Rainier
Okay.
sort of looks around. Oh, they have arrived. Now, all of you! Staggett yells at everyone, "Line up now, over here!" And he commands you all to line up here. This is a bloody massacre.
Could I have a try to hide my bloody rapier in the pile of the dead bodies?
You can do that with a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Quickly, would the Kenku
No!
be stirring, or would they still be?
They will be unconscious for about an hour or so.
Okay.
Alright, Telly, you try to like throw your rapier away, and then Heist shakes his head. Now, you don't want to incriminate yourself, do you? You are innocent until proven guilty, but that is a very serious crime, concealing evidence.
Just talk to this Rainier guy. Let's talk to him.
Rainier, what do you mean, Rainier? Oh! And his eyes widen as he sees Rainier. Also, Cat, like 3 guards grab you and just like very roughly just throw you here and sort of give you a couple of racial slurs. You filthy drow, you murderer! Throw you over with everyone else. And Sepra, you're just like...
I do not resist.
Sepra, you're just like picked up and put over here as well, like a baby. Cradled like a baby. Now, yo! Yo! And he starts pointing to all of the city watch. Check that room up there. Check all those barrels. And they start searching around. One of them starts searching around near you, Zarsi. I'm going to give him a perception check. We've got another one here.
Oh my lord.
You! Line up over there. Staggett sort of, with his pipe sticking out of his mouth.
While I were obviously hiding, I tied my own hands up. And I kind of like lift her up and go, "Help, can I have some help, please?"
Make a deception check.
Oh, whoops, wrong one. Well,
Oh, God.
oh, it magically came out. Oh, look at that.
There's a captive. Well, you're still a suspect. Put him over with the rest of them. Oh, you! Get up! And he grabs you, Zarsi, and just shoves you towards everyone else. Now, we have heard that there was some suspicious activity. He just glances the area once. Xanathar Guild, Zhentarim faction. It seems like every day that there's a bloody massacre. Now. And then he sees, like, Rainier. And his eyes widen. Oh! My lord! Rainier! I did not realize I was in the presence of a nobleman. Forgive me, my lord. I had him! And the guards, like, they just stop, like, roughhousing Neverember. And Hyde sort of does this polite bow. Oh, my lord! I did not realize you were caught up in all of this mess. What is the meaning of this? I'm sorry. Have we met? Yes. I have known you, and you're a small boy. I did some work for your father. My name is Heist Staggett, Sergeant of the City of the Dock Ward. Well, I'll have you know that I was captured and almost murdered. And these people here, and he looks around to all of you, they saved me. If it were not for them, I would be no sooner dead. Those thugs over there, they are responsible for the murders. They were all dead when my saviors came. They had kidnapped you, Rainier. These thugs. Yes, I believe they were trying to ransom me. Now, Staggett, I will remember that name. I demand that you release us all from custody. We are not at fault here. merely caught up. We must leave at once. Oh, of course. Of course, my lord Rainier, Neverember. You are all free to leave. But, before you go... And he looks at the rest of you all. I'm not sure if you're involved in the situation, but I trust Lord Neverember's words. Need I remind you that you need to trust in the City Watch? Leave any sort of vigilante work out of this city. Go somewhere else and do it. I have everything under control in the dock ward. And he hands you all a copy of the Code Legal. Here's a whole word for you.
It wasn't vigilante work. We didn't plan to find this. It just happened.
Well, not all of the City Watch officers are as nice as me. Leave the dirty business to us. And keep the blood off the streets, okay?
I'm gonna step up and then offer him a handshake. Teletorellis, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Your name? Wait. I remember you. Have we not met somewhere?
Who is he talking to?
You.
I don't believe so.
Yes.
Well, depends if it's a good memory or a bad memory. If it's a good one, then we've probably met. If it's not a good one, then I think you got the wrong guy.
Sorry, Sackett. We must go now. Fare thee well. Rainier just ushers you all to just leave now.
Okay. See you later.
Guards just are rumbling through and grabbing the Kenku, and we got a couple of live ones here. And you guys very hastily leave. Alright, by the time night has fallen, and Rainier is with you all now. Why, that's a close one. As you can see, I kept my word. I could be a tenuous ally of you all.
Yes, we need to get you somewhere safe now.
Now, you mentioned a house before. Whereabouts?
Yeah, we have a house. I guess we're taking Cat as well, so I can't actually remember where it is.
My word.
Oh, is it,
Why are you finding yourselves in company of a drow? Who are you all really? Tell me who you work for. I know that the drow have an unsavory reputation. You're not a part of any malign factions, are you?
Volo.
I don't even know this drow.
We met him today. But that's besides the point. We are helping Volo find Floon.
Yes,
and
that
that's
is
what
true.
you're going to help us do. First, let's get back to our house where we can keep you safe. You can tell us all you know.
Forgive me, but I am concerned about Floon. I feel like I owe it to him. If you are planning to rescue him, I would offer my company.
Can you fight? Because it looks like you were kind of like a prisoner situation, not much of a fighting situation back there.
He looks, you guys are just like on the side alley, and he sort of looks around, takes you to the office, like beckons you to a nearby alleyway out of the cover of the general public. Hand me a rapier, and find out if you wish. Every Waterdeep noble goes through rigorous sword training exercises as a child. Why, it's been a while, but if you guys hand a rapier.
I had him a rapier, I'll fence him. Just you know, practice.
He sort of picks it up and sort of tosses it about, does like a couple of tricks with it. On guard! And he'll just show you some of his sword play. He moves very, very quickly and he seems quite good.
Can I have a go back then?
Sure. You guys don't actually attack each other. You just sort of show off what you've got. My, look at that gif.
It's a Castlevania gif.
God, I love the show so much.
You're not too bad for a halfling. Cute. Well, as you can see, I can take care of myself. I will gladly accompany you, but it's imperative that we would find Floon.
And I'm obviously better than you at fighting.
Well,
But we will change.
That is.
well, if you're guys done measuring dicks, can you just go back and have like rest?
Measuring dicks?
I'm a lady.
Why? We haven't even started that yet.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights to get a better look.
He doesn't actually participate in that. Now, Rainier sort of looks around. The night is still young. We should perhaps question some bystanders, some local businesses, and find out if anyone saw exactly where Blue was dragged off to. I could imagine it would have made quite a scene. Kenku dragging an organ through the streets. My.
You don't want people to see your face, right? Because apparently you're still wanted by Zhentarims.
Yes.
Is that right?
That is true. I should
So I
probably...
take off my mask and hand to him.
Ah, thank you. This should conceal my identity somewhat.
Yeah, it's 800 gold, so don't worry about it. Just pay me back later.
Oh, yes. I wish I had some coin. He doesn't seem too concerned with the price or paying back.
Does he have any like cufflinks or anything on him?
No, he wasn't restrained when you guys found him.
No, I mean cufflinks is in like
Oh,
jeweled.
sorry. No, he's just got like some noble clothes. I mean, the clothes themselves are probably worth quite a bit, but now they're rancid. And Rainier sort of looks to you all like, why, of course it is imperative to rescue Floon, but I mean, there's always time for a bath, is there not?
I mean, just talk to some people here because we're right here. So I'm gonna look for the biggest, brightest shop next to a sewer.
Right, you guys can make investigation checks to ask around locals if they saw anything, local shops and whatnot. Alright, so you guys go around and ask some locals and some shop owners and other peasants and even some beggars, and everyone tells you the same thing. All of them saw these kidnappers, not a Kenku, but a bearded man with a bald head and eye tattoos on his forehead, accompanied with another grey-skinned dwarf, and they dragged this red-headed nobleman to a nearby sewer grate.
Is there a closed shop around here anywhere that sells hats over cat?
Yeah, if you make your way up to the trades ward, you'll find out plenty of clothes stores.
Wait, what are you dressed in, cat?
I've got leather armor and a big cloak with a hood that covers my face completely if I bring it down.
Okay, that's done then.
But it's getting dark now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is dark now. Alright, so the entrance is in the dock ward. Not too far from Spices Street.
Can you pick it? Because I can't see anything here.
Sorry.
Oh, I see. To entrance.
Wrong direction. Yeah. It's very close to Steel Dragon. My bad, I pinged a bit like this. Down here.
Okay.
It'll lead in that direction.
We're all healthy, right?
I'm out of spell slots. But...
You want to go home first?
It'd be a whole night's rest. isn't it?
yeah. I can manage without casting spells.
Because I would need a short rest.
What will you be doing?
Well, I cast a sleep spell.
Ah, okay. You can get that back on a short rest.
Yes.
Is a short rest mild walking, or is that?
You guys can have time for a short rest. Easily.
Okay, then we'll make our way down to entrance, I guess. So everyone's happy with that?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. So you guys head to Spices Street, and there is a couple of market stalls around. There is a channel as well, a little canal with some runoff of some sewer water just pooling into this disgusting, bubbling, briny canal here, and you see the sewer grate in question. It's dark as well. This is a sewer grate here. There's a few merchants selling food, and there's someone selling some shields and swords, just commoners. I mean, people
So,
probably wouldn't look twice at you entering a sewer grate in the dock ward.
I mean, is dance and lights, is that something that people use, or should I just use the lantern?
So in you could use it. Usually, like, the streets are illuminated. However, in the dock ward, the problem is all of the lights, the glass gets smashed and the candles get stolen all the time. So you just see all these pockmarked streets, rundown buildings, and stolen lanterns.
So I'm going to blindly try and find Cat and say, I need to either use a lantern, or you could use your spell.
Well, I prefer not to use either. But I suppose you can't see, can you?
I can't see. Well, no.
Teller's just gonna cast dancing lights. He's gonna
Yeah,
cast
we
fingers.
could lead them.
Got let me get your old token, your new token on the main map as well. So I can copy
No.
the old one.
I'm just going to do my lantern, but I'm going to put on minimum, whatever that is. Or, like, minimum. Well, you can do all the lantern.
I have dancing lights, so
Alright, let me get the dancing
is that gonna be suspicious? Do you guys think? Because I'm good with lantern light, but it's just easier for me to just have my dancing lights.
It's easier for you, is it? Okay, do lantern lights was probably easier for me, because I got to hold a lantern in hand.
Alright.
Okay.
You probably want to discreetly cast spells as well. Generally, casting spells in public is can be considered like the same as brandishing weapons.
I'm just gonna cast one then, just like a small light
Sure.
ball of light in front of me.
Basically, unless you're like a member of the Magus Order of the Magus and Protectors, then generally casting spells is not a good idea. But we've got some balls of light here. I can just give you a radius of light too. With that.
I can spell withdrawal.
You need that foresight, don't you?
I need everything.
Okay. I need to actually reload my page because Roll20 is so awesome. It keeps glitching. I can't. Anyway, Rainier is great. You can see these things running some of the pock marks around, and Rainier sees this scum-covered grate. Well, after you.
Okay, then I'm going to, try and open it. If it's not, I'm going to try and tweak it open somehow, or creep or something.
Alright, make an investigation check for me.
I am the master investigator here.
I'm just reloading my my page as well, so bear with me for a second. Yeah, one sec, it's just loading up. It takes so long.
You need 2 PCs.
Actually, yeah, I need to, I'm gonna get quicker. It's because I'm streaming it, it's a bit slow to load, basically. Alright, 22, you notice signs that it's used quite frequently, Sepra, and the grate comes straight off. There's a ladder leading down to this gushing system.
I'm going to look around and say, again, I've opened the door.
Now, if you want to head down, you can just let me know.
Oh,
I'll get you down there.
Oh, just a cat to go down first.
Okay then. Is my vision correct, Seb?
120 of low light
Hmm.
in darkness. 20, right? Superior dark vision. Let me just fix up your lantern as well. Before
I think it's 60.
Yeah, 60. So what happens basically, like when I try to like change the light sources, it just doesn't let me get into the option, and I have to like reload the page. It sucks, but anyway. All right, so I'm just gonna move you guys down. There's a 5-foot walkway running along this stream of putrid mass. It's a sewer tunnel, and it's dark, very very dark down here. There's no apparent light.
God, it smells.
Was there any tracks leading anywhere, like of any recent activities?
Make me a survival check.
I have like 8 intelligence.
Go for it.
Survival's
No,
wisdom.
that's Weston. Still not great.
All right.
I don't ring Jack, I do a check, any prints at all.
Yeah. Everyone can make survival checks.
Can I have a look at the grates to see if anything valuable's got caught in the grates?
No, it's nothing got caught up. Oh, you mean this one here?
Yeah, the sewer grate.
Are you like going into the sewer water and like turning around?
I'm not gonna get anything caught in there first.
You can make a perception check. There's something caught in there separate, but probably not valuable.
Is it papery?
Yeah. Alright, but no, there's no valuables caught in there, unfortunately.
No.
Zarty, you see distinct footprints of humans. About half a dozen. Most of them are not very recent, but you can see the build-up of sort of sewer gunk stacked up on the footprints over time. Looks like this is a pretty well-traversed path, and down to a half a dozen humanoids have come through here recently. You actually specifically find a human footprint, one human footprints, one dwarf footprints, and 2 sets of goblin prints.
So we have our guys.
We should probably
footprints of people that were described just by the shop owners.
Should we sneak around now? Because we got a track.
Just dead here. It's gone awful. I really got you.
It's just your idea.
The things I do for food. Just bear with me. I got adjusted to this environment.
Sarsi, if we're stealthing, then I'm gonna turn off my dancing lights. Can I trust you to lead us?
Let me go to the other side.
Give me your hand.
And I'm gonna turn off my dancing lights.
I'm on the other side.
You use cat.
Oh, cat's here. Okay.
Hold the hand of the child.
And
And slowly walk forward.
Mr. Noble, can you see me?
You don't need to make a stealth check, but if it's needed, I'll let you know. But I'll presume that everyone's proceeding slowly. I'm gonna worry about the changing light sources. You come to a turn in the system. Again, there's a few wide walkway around the the string. Now, as you come to an intersection here, you see in one of the directions a tiny symbol drawn on the wall in yellow chalk. It's a part-sized circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating out from its circumference.
Sensible.
It's
Right.
the holder symbol.
Is this the symbol you were talking to us about there?
Let's take a look. This may, yes, it matches the description. This is some sort of marker that you find a way. Excuse me. Oh, shit.
Can I check the wall? So there's like an opening in the wall or a secret switch?
Make a perception check. And mind you, Cat has a superior view of the ensuing system.
I've got another symbol up ahead.
Alright, separate. There's no levers or anything to go there.
I've got to stay back.
You can't go by maze. There is a circular sewer. There's a different sewer tributaries. The sewer system in the opposite directions, grates, fences, and you do spot another symbol. It's on the wall. I will say also, separate with that perception check, you notice another like very faint few scratchings of yellow chalk as if like they're frequently drawn yellow chalk and rubbed out. These ones look like they've been recently scratched on the walls.
Okay, so there's other ones below it that have been rubbed out, or they're
Yeah,
in
at
place?
the same area.
Got another one there. Another one over here.
Alright, something is reverberating, babble, echoing through the walls of the sewer chamber.
Sorry, guys, let's
Mind you, I think it's my stuff.
Where was the noise coming from?
You're not 100% sure because the was it's echoing off all of the walls. But make me a perception check. See if you can pinpoint it. You're not really sure. It seems to almost come from all around you.
I tell Mr. Seth behind me that we might get attacked.
It did sound a little distant. Maybe 100 or so feet away. Rainier holds up the radio. You have a dagger I can borrow. I was trained to wield a dagger.
It's a good time to ask, can I use 2 short swords once?
Yeah, you can do
Yeah, no.
short swords.
And I'll give him a dagger then.
I think and he sort of pulls the dagger up. Of course. Right, you guys look at and you come to another symbol.
We want to go.
Alright, as you get to this area here, following these signs, you come to a three-way intersection. And there's a ladder leading up to a stone shaft capped by a circular metal cover. And also, further to the south, Cat, is another familiar chalk symbol marked on a wall. And there's a low-flowing stream of sewer water coming out of this large tunnel. And looking at the symbol is a spherical, grapefruit-sized creature with a bulging central eye and 4 stumpy eye forks, baring its teeth at you. Its brows are pushed down every glare. And its stumpy eyes start flailing about. It looks very aggressive and it's on the verge of attacking. And Sepra, you're up first.
Okay, I think I'm gonna can I hold my attack until something comes in range.
Of course.
Can I sort of? I'll sort of be in, so I can move through cat and back again if I can. Yeah, that's just that. Wasn't that around here?
Yeah,
Move
you
it here.
Sure. There's a small alcove here, white ladder.
I'm going to follow.
And a 10 misses. He gazes at the angle and it just shoots you.
Okay. No, there we go.
I'll try an Eldritch Blast.
And that hits 8 points of damage. You send it spinning around and jump inside a little bit. It looks hurt.
And if I move back to there.
You stand on this moldy, ramshackle wooden bridge, but it's quite sturdy underneath your light weight. Hello.
What am I gonna say? Oh look, a knockoff beholder, and he has vicious mockery.
And it fails. It takes full psychic damage, and it starts to look very sad. Two tentacles droop down by its side. With this inaudible tone. You'll have disadvantage on its next attack roll. But it's not going to do an attack roll. The two remaining ice doors that are still erect, they start firing beams. One at Sephiroth and one at Teller. Raise your Alright, I'm going to roll for which one they are. Alright, so the first one, the scintillating beam hits you, Sephiroth. Right, it hits you. Tom, it doesn't affect you. And then this other pestilent purplish beam filled with all of these horrifying images of skulls hits you, Teller. Make it with and it frightens you. You're frightened until the start of the gaze's next turn. And then it just like moves forward here, floating a few feet above the putrid string, and ends its turn. Sephiroth.
Okay, can I draw my short bow? Is it?
Yeah.
Too much. Okay, I'll shoot. And then,
You can do one object interaction. Yeah.
so I'll shoot him with my short bow. But I've got 2 short swords out.
Yeah, you can just drop it all.
Okay, I'll chuck them down.
Draw your bow and fire. That hits. You stick it straight into the gaze's eye, and it just flops into the wing. And it just down here by the current, and it's just there, blowing against the sewer grate, even though falling down.
Okay, let's go by cycles.
Alright.
What the fuck are you doing? No!
No, it's dead.
Is it? Is it really?
Alright,
Yeah, I thought
pick it up.
I'm gonna chuck it as Arkin, so it's one for your place.
Throw your Azaki and all this gunk fits out everywhere. Good enough, Teller.
Man, you got some serious issues.
You're a ranger, you're supposed to examine them, I'm sure.
I'm going to start going at the ladder.
Alright, so you go up to the top ladder, and there's a pretty heavy set cap here, so you can make an athletics check to try and push it up. It looks like it's blocking a sewer entrance.
Does it look like a sewer grate? In a
Yeah,
room?
like leading back out to the above ground.
Do you mind cracking that open so we get some light in here?
It's dark out, you're not going to get any light.
We'll see where our bearings are.
Well, I'll try and lift it then, but I doubt this is going to work. Do I need to make a strength test?
Athletics, yeah. You can handle it, cat. The lid closes
Alright,
too.
should we carry carry on? Who's the base?
Well, let's just do it. Try to find.
I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. I mean, scrolling I would have incoming. Athletics. Well, there you go.
And it's a bit too heavy, especially if you're trying to lift with like one hand and trying to hold on to the last still.
Okay, I'll have a go.
Alright.
Athletics?
Yeah. Nope.
Tell her.
Hey, nobleman, come to this to go. I thought you're like super strong and like whatever.
You think this is where we need to go? Let me try. And he's like fairly fit, and he struggles a little bit. He pushes it open. Ah! Oh, some fresh air. And it just leads like outside. There's a small warehouse, and it just leads back out onto the street.
Okay. What's his escape? Looks like cat's going.
Looks like fluid here.
Nose good, nose good. You're not all talk, so that's good.
All right, so there's just a 4.5 foot radius circular sewer pipe here, and the wall just ends like it just ends at a dead end. You do very
Can I do an investigation on the sewer pipes, see if there's any questions that indicates people using it to double?
Yeah, you can do investigation or a survival check, your choice.
You know. I'll get survival because I'm +4 and -1 the investigation.
Alright. You know,
That's
so you can't really tell if it's been drilled or not. The draw symbol do sort of cease here as far as you tell.
I mean, I can't see anything. It's pretty...
I try to find any trapdoors or anything around here because it seems that it just ends.
You can make a perception check. You do see the tunnel continuing into the gloom, but yeah, it is definitely a dead end wall here. You can see that there's no secret doors, but you notice inside the tunnel itself, a little bit of the scum has been sort of scraped. There's like a scrape mark, as if there was a little bit of a struggle, and
Oh, come check this out, guys.
it leads into the pipe itself.
What, so you just want us to go up the pipe, do you?
Yeah.
Got a Mario on this.
Ready or not? Oh, okay. There you go.
Alright. It leads quite a while, like we're in 5 minutes and it doesn't end. Everyone wanna go? We
Yep,
wanna scout out,
I'll go, but I'll also try and hide behind.
Okay. I'll Tella and Darcy, you guys going in?
Do you want to investigate the rest of the sewers, Tyler, or do you want to go in?
I'm good. I can do whatever you pick. I'll go you.
Okay, let's go in.
Yeah,
Sit
honestly,
together.
going in there. It's with my. I guess I'm already covered in fish slime. Ugh.
I don't think that's fish line, but okay.
Alright, I'm just gonna move you so I can line guys up and put you on next map. Because after about 10 minutes, the pipe stops and it just comes out at a stream of sewage water. There is no walkway. You have to actually wade through 1 foot deep shit and piss. It's not very pleasant.
Do you guys remember if our house has a running water?
I think so.
Okay, that's not too bad. Something to look forward to, I guess.
No, I don't think it has.
Oh, well,
This is disgusting. I feel something slimy against my legs. Ugh. Please tell me it's...
sir, this is me.
Oh, yes, yes. So, yeah, you now just find yourselves heading down a narrow, sludge-filled sewer system. There's a few bumps and nudges. In fact, where you're standing, Teller, there's a little bit of a hump in the ground, like a little bump. Let me just move something here. There wasn't supposed to be something sticking out there. But yeah, there's a little slight bump where you're standing. And you see the tunnel is continuing on. The sound of dripping sewage water is feeling echoing out throughout the tunnels. There's little streams of crap being brung into this central system as well. Ugh. And I thought I would find myself crawling through this mass.
It's on my neck.
Separate like swing.
You said bumps were here.
It was like here. There's just like one bump.
Can I try to reach down and touch it?
Actually, there is some more bumps in the walls themselves. Actually, sure. You might find a strange like hump in the ground, like a speed bump or something.
What do you guys think this is?
So do you want to try and pick it up, put it?
I don't know, what do you think?
Is it just a pipe going across?
It could just be something like that.
Weird.
Let's be quiet for it.
I'm trying to keep quiet. The tunnel continues down, down, and down. You've been wading your way through stuff for a minute or two, and eventually the door opens up and expands into a circular hub. Straight away, you notice arrow slits. At this intersection here, there are arrow slits carved into the outer walls here and here.
It's not good.
There's another stream of sewage water leading to the north and to the south. There is also a small ladder with a stone door set into the back wall of a small ledge to the west. You guys hear something.
Can we go stealth then?
Everyone make a stealth check. You hear snoring, as if there are guards behind the arrow slits. Right, we're doing a group stealth check. And whoever is sleeping behind these arrow slits has not woken up.
Can I peer in then?
They set a little bit of a distance above the level that you're on. Someone can push you up and you can climb up and take a look in.
Sup, Rocco?
Right, you boost head up there, and there's a goblin sleeping on a mouldering pile of hay, snoring away here with his short bow by his side. It's just a small little watch post, and I see a little ground patch on his side. He's all covered in this hay.
How big is this?
The arrow
Arrow
slits, yeah,
slits.
they're
Too small.
yeah, you could
To do
flip
what?
through them. You can fire arrows there. They're like just a few inches wide.
Should we just run up and hail some arrows in as a team?
The point is, they're not awake yet. There must be a big complex here because we've got an arrow slit on one side and an arrow slit on the other.
You actually just see a door leading down into another room to the south here, Cap. And if you peer across towards the other arrow slit, you just see a room, but that's about it. From where you are.
And this ladder goes to a door, you said?
Yeah, a stone door.
That's in the ceiling, the stone door. We need to find a door left or right.
Well, it's like up a ladder, and there's like a ledge that leads like up to levels of where this arrow slit will be.
Oh, right.
Okay, so we're going to have a look at this stone door, see if there's any sort of like sinking stones or anything.
You know what to do. Perception.
Investigation or not?
Well, for finding traps, like it's perception because it's sort of like what you can see and what you notice, and then if you find one, you make investigation to see what the trap does, to sort of deduct what it can do. And you can tell if it's trapped or not. It doesn't seem that way. Nothing stands out.
Okay, I'll try and open it.
Right, it's fairly heavy and it pushes over into reveal a small hallway.
I just gesture everyone to come up. Yep. I draw my short swords.
All right, there's another door here at the end of the hallway, and arrow slit leading up to the north.
Must be being brave, someone else.
We've got a door here, is that?
Yeah, and you can clearly see another goblin sleeping in a pile of hay in this little watchtower here.
Can I see if that door is trapped then with a perception?
Yeah. Doesn't appear to be trapped.
Can I ease it open slowly
Yeah.
and quietly?
You open it up, and it reveals a room and a hallway leading north. The room is very, very messy. There's crap all over the floor, threadbare clothing hanging up, and it looks like an armory. There's a weapon rack with like all of the entries of the weapon rack empty. Some clothes hang up. Stairs leading up further up the north. around the corner here, there's just this small little watch post. Sleeping goblin. So,
There's a sleeping goblin here still.
he's got a pouch.
Okay. Well, first of all, with the pouch.
Alright.
First of all, I like mammal him.
Everyone make
See,
another
shall I?
stealth check to be playing. Group stealth.
How much? Just set a pouch, I think.
He's going to wake up and check the room.
He doesn't wake
He
up.
does.
He doesn't wake up.
He doesn't stab the hell out of him.
Should we all just stab him together on 3? Quietly.
Makes sense to do it.
You guys
I
can
mean-
coup de grace if you want.
Yeah.
Alright,
Do
so
that.
you stab him in the neck. You guys already got this. 3. And in his pouch is 2 nibs.
Or an him.
The copper pieces.
Right, basically get to the killer.
But who was the killer?
It was a fellow with a candlestick in the library. That's,
Is
Uh,
Yeah.
no, it's actually a little walkway. Before that, let me just show you guys the artwork plays again. I can find some names in there. Copper pieces.
The griffin. Yeah, there you go.
Alrighty, so actually there is a path here. Let me just fix up the dynamic lighting. That like leads, like a bridge spanning the. So, let me fix up now. The bridge spanning the sewer below and leads into a well, it's like a sleeping area. There is some short mattresses on the floor. It's relatively empty. You think you have quite a few, and there's a door here against the southeastern wall. As you approach, you hear some talking come from the other door. There's a window. There seems to be some sort of discussion going on.
Can we listen?
Yeah, make a perception check. You just hear some indistinct chat between 2 parties beyond the door.
They comment or they sound spawn.
You can't make it out. It's well, you can make a perception check. It's pretty muffled. Ten is enough. You hear in common a distinct dialect of a sort of almost a dwarven accent from one of them, and the human sounds like, "No, you can't do it like that. We're gonna have to block the door." Listen there, Clint. You don't need to tell me how to do it. I'm dealing with these before. You're best not to be going in there. This door should give it. Aye, it will lead through wood, but it's not through the door. As long as we don't start it, it shall be okay. Oh, you idiot! You have to get a gap into the door. Use these blankets to cover it. That's a good idea. I guess they hire you for a reason then. You're not stupid, because you sure are an ugly face. Yeah, you look at yourself. Well, if I got a shave. Speak for yourself. We have a little bit of hair on my head.
You ready, guys?
Yeah, I'm ready to go and start stabbing.
That means first off, fire. You have my bow.
You can move to the room if you want, and I'll describe what you see. There are 6 short stuff mattresses on the ground, and you see Kretz, the tattoo-headed man from the Orny Portal Tavern, the Xanathar guild member that got into a brawl with Gagro, and a Durgar, a violet-skinned dwarf with stark light hair and a beard. He's got a wall pick in his hand, and he's waving it around. It looks like they've got a wooden chair and shoved up against this door here. There are 2 exits against the east wall, and they're like shoving up underneath it. As you guys burst in, Kretz turns around to you. What the hell? What's this? They draw their swords, and are you guys just running and swinging?
Yes.
Alrighty, let's roll initiative. Tell her, you're first.
Oh, Ella. Woo!
Yes. I'm gonna look at this guy, look around and be like, oh, why is this kid blue? And gas suspicious mockery.
Alrighty. Jesus. It's been a while since I've killed some outsiders. Prepare to get stabbed to death.
And I'm gonna move out of the room. Here. And
I'm going to take aim and fire at the guy that fought the half-orc.
And that hits.
Here it does.
8 piercing
Yeah,
damage.
it does.
You grab the strength and takes the wind out of his lungs. It's pretty hurt from that.
That's one side we're against the wall, aren't we?
Yeah, it's like a 20 by 15 room.
No weapon cancel, sorry. Okay. Oh, just. I'm gonna get the refill actually. Anyway, put it down. I'll stay where I am.
Sepra.
I'm gonna hold my action if anyone comes within the 3 steps in front of me and just start stabbing if I get the next side.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's cold.
Ranger moves forward. Various fluid! Glint! Hago! It's just a dude over the head. You're next, foul dwarf. Holding up his rapier. Cat.
Well, you went down quicker than I was expecting. I'll try Eldritch Blasting to the guy.
And he's pretty he's like wearing like slip mail and the beam bounces off.
There's no other doors in here, or is that a door?
Yeah, it's 2 against east wall.
I'll stand in front of it blocking the door then.
Okay. Alright, Durgar looks down. Well, not my friends! His eyes start to glow white, and his muscles start to ripple. He rises up, expanding in size to about the size of an ogre. He enlarges himself. all of his weapons and equipment get bigger as well. He's got this massive war pick in his hand now. Tell him.
I'm just gonna say some more mean things at him and try vicious mockery again.
And he takes 3 psychic damage. He shakes his head, and he just is just rattling into common now, Cap. Just yelling out racial slurs to you mainly, and saying how he's gonna eat the flesh of each of your opponents.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds really hurtful.
Lassie.
Take aim and fire!
And he just holds up the war pick, and your arrow bounces off. That is a miss.
Ah, shit. I'm gonna... Oh god, and then I ran out the door.
Again, hiding behind the bard.
Zephyr.
But I gotta
Okay.
save my good looks.
So I stand here, I get sneak attacks, is that right?
Yes, Rainier and Cap.
So then I will stab with my specials.
And that hits. You find the gaps between his armor now is also enlarged, and you tear him the whole side. And as well, for 3 points of damage, you bury the other short sword as well, and he starts to sway side to side. Blood pools from his mouth. He's still standing.
Okay, so I'm going to look up at him, see what's magic capacity. I run through him and stand here.
Okay. You don't even have to duck, you just go underneath his legs. Rainier just starts yelling out like in this articulated comment. How about you, vile villain? We'll get the better of you in this battle. And he doesn't kill him. He just like as the dwarf yells down to bear his buckle with your teeth, Rainier just smacks him in the head with the hilt of the rapier, and he pulls down tricks and his eyes. Rainier shakes his hand about. Ah, that's been a lot of it. That felt good.
Did you speak like this?
What do you mean, the 2 guys?
Ah, never mind.
I speak proper common, Waterdeepian common. I introduce myself to battle common. Oh, you would expect that.
Whatever, man. So, questioning time, right?
You hear some impering. Some very soft impering coming from this direction through this door.
I'll slowly open the door then.
Still crying, Rainier.
Right, you crack open and there's a doorway.
She says the door here as well.
Yes.
I have a crack as well.
Right, it is blocked with a door.
Just block the door.
I mean, the door is cabin.
I'm gonna search both the doors in the meantime.
So the chair's on my side or this
Yes.
side? Okay, well, I'll take that off out of the way.
Alright, so you come up. And you search the body, Zarsi, and I'll get back to you in 1 second. Zarsi, you find in both of their pouches collectively 7 gold pieces. And they have their weapons that they're using, short swords, their armor is okay. You could probably take the splint mail if you want, it will take a little bit of time to get off. And Prince is just wearing like some pattern armor.
Split mail's, is that medium?
Heavy. Right, Sepra, as you've opened this door here, you see a laboratory. There's a hole in the floor that opens up into some cesspit. It stinks. And suddenly it starts bubbling.
They were talking about something dissolving through the door.
And overflows, and this disgusting grey ooze emerges from the drain. But there's not anything going on. Let me just check this dynamite lighting situation. Anyone breaking here? Nothing's weird. Looks like I took away a bit of the door itself. Oh, the wall, I meant. Okay. Alright, Cat. As you look down this hallway, you see through the gloom there's some combat going on. Some combat. You see in the middle of this room a muscular half-orc wearing these dingy robes, and he's standing with his foot on the chest of a male human with wavy red blonde hair. There is visible fire burning around his chest. He seems to be major sorts, and his victim, an Omen, is scrolling around crying and sweating beneath his massive boot. Clearly that, seeing the raised platform in the south, is a truly nightmarish-looking figure. It wears black robes. It has large white eyes and rubbery purple skin. It has tentacles sticking out of its mouth, and it's gently cradling and caressing what looks like a disembodied brain with feet. A mind flayer with an intellect of arrow.
So where's the map there?
It's down the hallway where Cat is leaning out. Right, and so this has happened simultaneously. The mind flayer perks his head up at the side of you, Cap, and
Can
it's sort
see me then, obviously.
of yes, there's a bit of light illuminating you from its chamber. It sort of perks its head towards you, and its mouth tentacles quiver slightly, and it just goes to place its intellective arrow on the ground, and let's roll initiative. Let me get it from in there. Okay, should be everyone. Let's double check. Alright, Darcy, you're up first.
Okay. Do I know about this at all or not?
Cat needs to tell you.
Okay. Can I see them? With my
Actually, no, you see darkness in this room. Actually, I'm gonna say it's like very sparsely illuminated. Let me throw a little bit of light down there. You do realize these creatures probably have dark vision, but it's just a few little speckles of light, just for ambience. There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna cut that arrow And
This is,
aim for.
this is the guy on the ground, and this is the half orc.
Yeah, I
Actually,
was aiming for half orc.
he's got a little bit of fire in his hand as well, so I'm going to say he's got a little bit of light radiating off him too.
So yeah, I'm gonna nail the geezer with an arrow. He says.
And
Oh my god.
it looks like it's going to hit him. Actually, it does hit him. He's just wearing. He's like not even wearing the armor. As it is going to hit him, he's going to quickly turn his head and hold out his hand, and the arrow harmfully bends off an invisible force field that surrounds him. Cast shield.
Okay. And then I'm going to Mio.
Yeah.
I'm going with Fairy Fire. Well, that didn't work.
Right, fairy fire. That should. You want it? Let you vision it where you wish. I mean, if you control it,
It's 60.
to be able to move template. The 24 cube. Alright,
So shoot all of them basically.
do some saves first. I'll do the mind flare. What's your DC?
13.
Alright, what color are you highlighting them?
Purple.
There we go. This random noble, whoever he may be. Alright, he doesn't get illuminated, and the intellect devourer and the Hawk wizard, both of them have this purplish, vibrant light dancing around them.
So we get advantage on attack rolls against them.
And it does further illuminate the room. Anything more on your turn, Cat?
Yeah, I'm thinking about moving in, but I don't know if the rest of the party can follow me.
And just know this is just flagstone tiles there. There's no. Let me see if I can put something there. That's the wrong one. There's not actually sewage water there. There's actually a bridge spanning it. There we go.
What's that in front of me there?
There is some threadbare curtains need to be covering a couple of exits. You see a set of double wooden doors against the west wall here, and a small empty chamber to your east. Alright, Ramshar, he looked like he was on the cusp of finishing off Floon, who was very badly injured. And he sort of turns towards you, and he grins, bearing these sharp fangs, and he takes his foot off Floon, and he sort of yells out, talking over his shoulder. Well, you know, this will impress you! Watch my power! And he runs forward, and he's going to hold out his hand and just explode this sheet of fire from his outspread fingertips. His thumbs are pressed together, and he uses burning hands on you. Make a dex save. Alright, it completely shrouds you. You take 12 fire damage, and
I'm down.
you go to ground. I do not entertain you! Oh. Alright. Uh-oh. This is not good. The intellect barrier has been placed on the ground and skittles very happily over towards you, Cat. It moves 30 feet up. And then it sort of jumps over onto you, and it... Do you have a brain?
Not anymore.
Alright, you need to make an intelligence save. It tries to... Actually, it's going to try and steal your body. You have to make an intelligence contest with it. Make an intelligence check. It does this to you. Ooh, you're lucky, Cat. You got a very high roll. And you're in this like sort of dream state of state. You feel like someone's knocking on the door to your mind, and you open the door to it. And then it just starts to like pull over you. It's very like this little walking brain on legs. Tell
Can I see? So there's a wall right here, right?
Yeah. There's only one door entrance door here.
Could I reach Cat somehow? Where would Cat be?
You'll have to go in and have a look.
Okay, so the door's right here.
Yeah, it's a little gap there. And then the door goes off to the south.
So how much movement would that be? 10?
You're in the square, right? So 5, 15, 20. 20 to get there.
20?
Yeah. You can't go diagonal through like walls, and also moving through creatures, and it costs you extra 5 feet.
It would take an action for me to try to carry her, right? Or would that be a...
I'm gonna say with unconscious creatures, you can sort of generally you have to grapple them. So yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna be a grapple, but yeah.
This is not looking good. Let me see. And I don't have any rage win. That took 15. I'm just gonna look at the brain thing and be like, ah! And vicious mockery of brain.
And it makes a save. It moves the front of its lobe in your direction.
Someone go see Cat! I'm gonna run back inside the room. Do I see like a crossbow or anything on this dog?
Yes.
Can I pick it up with my breathing?
Sure. He's got a light crossbow.
Do I get arrows with it?
It's got some bolts. Yeah, a few bolts loaded to it.
Okay, so I'll take the light crossbow and the bolts and that's gonna be
It's got 6 bolts, 6 crossbow bolts. Alright, Rainier sort of steps in front of you, Sakura. Get your food! I'll take care of the steed! And using a radio comes into melee. And the radio starts to sizzle. And it's really like even metal from Rainier's radio. It's just a standard grey ooze, looks like it's minus stress. And it's corroding his weapon. And he keeps attacking it, and he uses the parent dagger to attack as well. And he actually disposes of the ooze with that round of attacks.
Okay.
Sakura.
So I'm gonna go. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, they were over there. Let's bring one in there. Can I shoot the brain hairs?
Sure. You would have moved a bit too much, but it doesn't really matter.
Okay, so do I sneak attack?
No sneak attack. Doesn't count if
Is
you're
it-
paralyzed and casting.
Okay.
Right, the arrow misses.
Okay, I guess I'm done then.
Like Floon just cries
Stop, didn't we get isn't he illuminated from the puppet fairies?
and down.
Okay.
Like Floon just is crying, literally crying, just scrambles away to these side rooms. Right, the mind player, he just shakes his head and like levitates off the ground, floats over towards the door against the western wall, and the door just like opens without touching it, and then he moves it and the door closes and he disappears out of view. Like he's disappointed. He's not angry. He's just disappointed. Darcy.
My shot.
Is he my dad?
I'm gonna take a shot at the again.
And that hits. 8 points of damage. He is really badly hurt. And so crawling out the mind player. He's almost completely dropped by that single arrow.
Come down. Is that enough, is it?
You got 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
I think that would be like 45 to get there.
Oh. I'll move back a little bit. How do you control it when you do the left right? Mine just drops straight to the floor. Well, it's the bottom of the page.
What do you mean? Sorry?
So you know when you do it, so if you left click and then right click and move over distance, it shows the length of it.
Yeah, left click and hold, and then right click, and it'll like measure it, and then right click and set waypoints.
You know, I keep finding that when I do that,
Yeah.
the cursor bar just goes to the bottom.
You may have to be with pages glitch where maybe it's like glitching out or something. I don't know.
That's weird.
Alright, cat, make me a death save. Alright,
Come on, cat.
from Charles' turn, and he's like kind of he's scripting at this stage. No! Believe me! I'm ready! Watch me kill the wall! And he shoots a fireball at you, Darcy. And it just hits the wall next to you. A little bit like the Devourer, so it just jumps in front of Gromshar and pointing its lobe in your direction, Darcy. It steals forward and stops. Make an intelligence saving throw. It tries to devour your intellect.
Oh god.
Very, very nice. That works. Wow. You failed. Alright, so you also feel trying to do mine and you block it. It ends there. Tell her.
Perfect.
So, what will this happen? Okay. How do I make it like stop? How do I count the steps again? I got my mouse on now. So left click,
Yeah, and
then I drop it.
left click and then move like without letting go, and then
Yeah.
then right click and it'll like show you a measuring tool. And then if you want to set waypoints, you keep right clicking and that'll set like point and point and point.
Ah,
And then when you let it go, it'll show
okay.
all your movement. Yeah, like
I
that.
think. Oh, the get away wall. That was.
Yeah.
Where was the thing? Where was the entrance?
It's
The
a
opening?
little door here. You can see.
Oh, that's okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move the door. Here. And I'm gonna. Could I use bardic inspiration on Cat even if she's unconscious?
I think she needs to be not incapacitated. Yeah, by inspiration.
Hmm.
Not incapacitated.
Would I be able to shoot an arrow at the brain thing?
Actually, maybe you can inspire her if she's not incapacitated. Yeah, all she has to do
Good
is be
question.
able to hear you, so I guess she can still hear you while she's unconscious. But yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
say I can inspire, and it doesn't say anything about.
Okay, with my bonus action, I'll use my last bardic inspiration. I'll say, "Come on, Cat. I know what she's met today, but this is no place to die."
That's a coma, and when she wakes up, she's gonna remember everything.
Okay, so that's my last bardic inspiration. And with my action, could I try to shoot the brain?
And there's a hit. The bolt sticks straight into it. 9 points of piercing damage. It looks hurt, but not terribly injured from that.
And I could I move into the doorway like that?
Yeah.
With my...
Of course.
Okay, and that's the end of my turn.
Alright, Rainier sort of moves in and I guess he's gonna dash. He's gonna run up here and sort of quiver. Oh, cat! And he's gonna try and just stabilize that. Alright, you're staying there. Sephiroth.
Okay, suffering.
That's remember to move through allies. It's difficult terrain.
No, because I've got half units.
Yeah, that lets you move through creatures like enemies, but it doesn't disregard the difficult terrain. It's basically so
Okay.
you can move through enemies, basically.
So still.
Yeah.
Where was I?
Yeah. I think you're one back.
Okay. I guess just get close to the cannon shoot. Just a small path here, you can go this way.
Yeah, it's just a narrow 5-foot walkway.
Okay, that's what I do.
See that when you shoot. Which are you shooting?
The plane.
Hits. Right, 10 points of damage. Very well placed arrow. And the arrow is starting to lose its momentum now.
Okay, and I'm done.
Darcy.
Okay, I'm going to fire at the orc again.
And that hits him. Hits him straight in the neck. It hits him in the neck and comes out the other side. But he just grins and just yells and uses his relentless endurance to drop to 1 hit point instead of being unconscious. You can't kill me! And you're not sure how he's still standing. It should kill him. As he was unconscious, and Ramshar, his eyes start to glow with fire now. And he just screams and shoots a fireball that you have half cover from Marina. And the fireball still hits you for 3 fire damage. Alright, the intellect now is going to scratch at Rainier, and it slices 6 points of damage, then it tries to devour him. Makes an intelligence save, and he fails.
No!
He's hit for 12 psychic damage, and roll 3d6, 11. He's a bit smarter now, so his intellect is not devoured. And he has there, Teller.
Sir, what happened to Rainier again?
He just took some damage. There was a chance that he gets his brain gets mushed, but it didn't happen.
Okay. So I'm gonna move to somewhere that I can see brain, and I'm gonna shoot another arrow at it.
And that hits. 9 piercing damage. The bolt sticks into it, and immediately its legs go stiff. It quivers, more blood sprays out, and then it just cools into a little ball and stops moving. All the resistance around the base of it.
Yeah, I can move back into the way. And my turn.
Alright, Rainier sort of steps forward. Where is he? Batman style. And just does his classic smack him over the head. Really well. And he knocks him unconscious. Right, in the aftermath. I think there's time to take a quick break. And we'll continue on. Let's take a 5-minute break. Continue on.
Okay.
You guys have to.
5-minute break, yeah? Much I warm up my hands, fuck.
Do you have heating?
I do, but it's so cold where it is.
You didn't know for something?
No.
Alright, I gotta get some fighting.
I don't know what Rainier thinks we're going to do with all these unconscious people.
Is there a way to wake up an unconscious person without healing them?
Not that I know of, technically. What do you want to find then?
Alright, I'm back, guys. How y'all doing? You feeling alright? Bit cold?
Just a little bit.
A little bit chilly?
I bet it's taking you on it.
It was pretty hot yesterday. It was about 33 degrees. I tell you, man, I'm not used to the heat. Like, I went from practically snowing and icy to summer again. I got double summer, so I'm not complaining. It's raining today, though.
That is true.
Alright. So, I know you're unconscious, Cat, but, I mean, if you need to suggest things or whatever, I feel like you can't take.
Could we wake her up just by shaking her a lot?
It will actually take an hour to wake up. Yeah, you can, we'll see what happens. So, this creature, fight creature, he went through the door. I'll just describe the room a little bit. So it's a long hallway, and there are threadbare curtains hanging on the east wall. There's a stone platform here with a carved, a rough-hewn-looking throne that Mind Flayer was sitting on a couple of steps leading up to it. An empty alcove here. You can still hear some whimpering coming from behind the curtained room here.